Hey, Jack, congratulations on the kick. I guess obviously as a young kid, when you're practicing in the backyard, just one of those situations. I know it's cliche and all that, but you kind of dream about, think about it. And 53 yards, man, is that how it always went down in your dreams there?
Yes, sir.
Just how did it feel? Just kind of take me through it.
Oh, yeah. So, I was just faith in our defense and our offense that they would drive down or they'd stop the other team. And I told my coach before the game, my distance, I was good, 54, 55 yards. And our offense drove, and I had faith in them. And once we kind of got there, I just tried to slow my breathing because I didn't want to rush anything and I didn't want to overcompensate for anything. And, the snap from Payne Walker and the hold from Jake Kamard are just unbelievable. And I tried to follow through with the kick, and it went in.
Next question from Generica Owens.
Yeah, Jack, this question is for you. How important was today's game for you guys? And also, what did you guys do differently in second half that sped you guys to a win? Was it communication? What was it?
I just think our team, we came back into halftime and we knew that we hadn't given enough effort and we needed to do more. And it was honestly we wanted to do this for the seniors and send them out with one more win. And as Coach Smart said, they're the most winning senior team there's been in the program. And so I'm happy to help with that in any way.
Next question comes from Brandon Sudge.
Hey, this is for whoever wants to comment on it, but what was the significance in honoring James Cook's father today and James's absence? Did you feel like you guys kind of won this game for him? And do any of y'all have any of y'all talked to him since it ended?
Well, I haven't talked to him, but we definitely played that game for all the seniors, and definitely him and Trayvon. He wasn't able to make the trip because of COVID reasons. So all them together, we played the game for all them.
Yeah, I agree with Nakobe. We had a lot of guys that couldn't be here. A lot of guys here going through trials and tribulations, and it was great for us to be able to get the win for them and the seniors.
Next question is from Connor Riley.
Yeah, hey, Chris, one of those seniors, Richard LeCount, I guess he got on the field for that last play there. What kind of impact did having him around this bowl prep sort of have with you guys, and how cool was it to see him actually get out there one last time?
He had a huge impact. Like I said, he always giving me tips and reminders while I'm on the field and helping me out a lot. And it was very special to see him get out on the field on that last play and go out on top.
Next question comes from Charles Odom.
This is for Jack. Jack, I know you said you were good from 54 or 55, but would you have liked to see one more 4 or 5 yard completion just to get it a little more into a more comfortable range?
I mean, any day I'd like a few more yards just to feel a little bit more comfortable. But whenever they ask me to go out there and perform, I just try and do my best. And whatever yard line I'm at, I try and take it the same way.
Question from Chip Towers.
Yeah, apologies for asking 2 questions, but I'm afraid I won't get these in otherwise. First for Jack, and then for the 2 defensive players. Jack Kirby said I don't mess with Jack. He said he doesn't come over and say anything to you. He kind of stays away from you. Is that something that you've asked for? Hey, give me my space, coach, or is that just the way it works out?
I've been here for 3 years now, and I think he's kind of started to learn how I react to things, whether it's negative or positive, and just not to kind of come in my bubble.
And for Chris and Nakobe, just talk about, was there anything said at halftime about the way the defense played? And obviously they spit that long run out, but after that, I think they had 22 yards in the fourth quarter, and just talk about putting this game kind of on y'all's backs.
I said the main message was just to keep chopping and not give up. There was a lot of opportunities that we missed in the first half that we capitalized on in the second half, and obviously they got that long run, but after that, we just looked at each other and told each other we got to buckle down if we're going to win this game. And that's what we did.
Kobe, would you care to comment on that as well?
Oh yeah, I will. At halftime, we came in, we looked at what we had to fix and everything, and basically all our mistakes and everything, basically how we had to buckle down, fight through adversity. It's something that we've been doing this whole pandemic, and so we preparing ourselves that these whole past 4 or 5 months. So it wasn't much to just keep fighting and persevere.
Sure.
Question from Dean Legg.
Jack, are you watching the team on the last drive, or are you doing what you have to do on the sideline to get ready? And if you are not watching, what exactly are you doing?
So at the beginning of the drive, I'm over in the kicking net and I'm starting to warm up, just kind of get my leg loose again. Kind of keeping an eye on the clock, especially just so I know where we're at, whether we're going to have to call a rushed field goal. But as they drove down the field, I felt comfortable that I was warmed up, and I went further down and just stayed there and made sure that I was there ready to go if I needed to be called.
We have time for a few more minutes with the student athletes. We'll get in as many questions as we can. We'll start with one from Jed May.
Hey, Jack. Kind of a two-parter for you here. One, Kirby said he thinks it helps you that, Cincinnati didn't have any timeouts. You didn't have to think about the kick too long. I guess how much did that help you going out there? And two, the TV cameras looked like they caught you after the kick, kneeling down just in a moment of reflection or prayer or something like that. Just what was that moment and what did that moment mean to you?
So first part of the question, yes, I would say it was helpful that they didn't try and ice me. I think it would go both ways though. Just going back to the Arkansas game, first game of my season, they actually tried to ice me and I hit the goalpost. And so that actually helped in my favor. So I think it goes either way. And second part of the question is just trying to remember why I'm here, and God put me here, and God is good because it's just amazing to be here.
Next question from Jillian McIntyre.
For Chris and Nakobe, with the defense putting up 8 sacks on the day and continuous pressure on Ritter, can you both discuss how these moments and Aziz's performance in particular provided that much needed momentum?
Oh yeah, that pressure that they put on that quarterback and definitely in the second half was big. Coming into halftime, that was one of the main things we said. We had to contain the quarterback because he was running around making plays, and we knew he was a good player coming in. So second half, we got on him, and I basically told him that we basically discussed that we need to do better in containing him, and I feel like in the second half we did.
Yeah, that was a focal point at halftime, getting pressure on the quarterback and things like that. And we have full belief in our D-line that they could do it. We just didn't capitalize in the first half like we did in the second half. And Aziz's performance, he put in the work every day, so it's expected. So it was great to see him go out there and make a lot of plays for us.
Next question is from Jay Black.
Jack, when is the last time you made a game-winning field goal in your life?
That was my first one ever.
Didn't have one in high school either?
Yes, sir.
And they said on the UGA radio broadcast that is the longest game-winning kick at Georgia since Kevin Butler's 60-yarder in 1984. How do you feel when you hear that?
It's pretty cool.
Next question comes from Seth Emerson.
Jack, was there anything said to you after the game in the locker room that kind of stands out to you by anybody?
Just the endless support from everyone coming up, giving me hugs, high fives, everything. But the one thing I think just standing out the most was people just coming up and telling me the glory goes to God, and God had my back there.
Okay, we'll have time for 2 more. We'll take first one from Mike Griffith and the last one from Mark Weiser. Mike, please go ahead.
Yeah, Christopher, I know, overall rough day for the secondary, Kirby said, but you guys settled in the second half, as we talked about, only, 32 yards on 27 plays. What happened for you guys to come together in the secondary? I know you were missing some parts, And in the end, you guys on the back end really got it done. What happened for you back there?
A lot of it in the first half was just communication and anticipation. And, in the second half, we came out, we made sure we was talking to each other, calling plays out early and, just taking stuff that we learned from the film room to the field. We got a lot of adjustments on the sideline, so everybody come off the sideline, get right on the bench and take the adjustment in from the coaches. And, they helped us out a lot. A lot of other players on the team helped us out a lot. Just that brotherhood really came through today for us.
And our last question comes from Mark Weiser.
Nakobe, I want to ask you about George Pickens' last couple of games, what he's meant for the team, that the connection with JT, and then obviously you and him, are sophomores, but you have some key guys on this team that have NFL draft decisions. Are you curious to see how Aziz and Jordan Davis, if they're going to be back with you?
It's great to have George on the team. He's definitely a big part of our offense and everything like that. And, Aziz and Jordan, it'd be great to have them back to come play with me again. But if they do choose to go on to the draft and everything, they do have my full support. They're my brothers for life.
Chris, Nakobe, Jack, congratulations. Happy New Year. Thanks to everybody for participating.